What's up, nerds? I'm Tom.
I'm Aaron.
Today we're talking about Food Fighters by Kids Table Games. Aaron, what's up?
Not much. Just I enjoy this game.
You do?
It's
You
actually
enjoy it?
it's pretty fun for a really light intro game. I played it with my nieces and nephews, and they like it.
How old are they?
One of them's 4.
Really?
And the other 2 are 7 and 8, and they kept wanting to play it over and over. Like, no, me, I want to play.
The
My turn.
four-year-old like was able to handle it?
Yeah. I just didn't use the special powers when she played, but like the other strategies of just like the dice rolling or buying different upgrades for the heroes. Like she was fine with that. She's like, yeah, I need this
That's kind of impressive, yeah.
for defense. Like she understood, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, tight. I can definitely see that that's what this is for. That's the intention behind it. It's a game that you can play with your kids, where you're not wanting to pull your own hair out. You enjoy it enough. Where obviously I'm not going to invite Aaron over and be like, bro, come on, let's just play Food Fighters. Yeah, Food Fighters all night. We're just going to play it over and over and over again. But it definitely has enough strategy to where kids are just sitting there doing nothing, just like Candyland, just
Pure luck. Like there's definitely some things to think about to get them ready for bigger games down the road.
Yeah, and it definitely, the strategy is interesting enough to me, like to where even though like I said before, I wouldn't necessarily invite him over and we're just going to play it a whole bunch, but when I do play it, I am kind of sitting there going, It's not just like, oh, well, obviously I'm going to do this first. Like, there is enough depth in there to where I have to think a little bit. I have to be like, maybe if I just swap this guy out of the way, and then he's protected, but that's pretty much my whole turn. Then he can kill this guy, but like, would he really kill that guy? It seems like he's going for this.
I really like the components in this game. The wooden bits, like the beans and the spoons, the crackers, and everything are really nice. The cards aren't actually cards; they're actually like
the card stock.
It's like punch board is what the cards are. The people they're all made out of that, and the dice are really nice and engraved and really colorful. I like it. It's a well put together game.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I really am glad that they are that punch board instead of like little cards and stuff.
Yeah, because they're definitely gonna hold up and last.
Yeah, especially if you're playing with kids. That's a big issue with kids, just breaking stuff and destroying things.
Coloring on things.
Yeah, and the only actual cards that are in there are the special ability cards, but they don't really get shuffled or do anything. They just kind of sit right there on the table, so they are fine. And even if they do get a little bit damaged, again, they just sit there. It's not that big a deal. You're not marking the back of a card, and you're going to know what that is when you shuffle it and all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't have to worry about that at all. I think that's really dope.
So what do you think of the expansions?
What expansions? What? Oh, what? Where'd those come from?
Yeah, the expansions introduce a whole bunch of new food fighters. So you
s'mores.
Yes, the s'more fighters, and you got the grains.
The grains. What is that?
It's muffins and donuts and little croissant guys.
Ooh, even croissants. That's
cool.
I
think they have like a French accent, which is kind of cool.
Ooh.
Introduces new abilities for each of the factions, so that you can change up the game a little bit if we're kind of getting tired of the old abilities and things. But essentially, it's the same thing, but new artwork and more fun.
I do feel like most of the reason why you'd get these expansions is for the thematic feel of it. Maybe you just want to be having graham crackers and chocolate bars that you're fighting with instead of broccoli. But for me, I really get these expansions because of the special abilities. They really are how you tell the factions apart. And some abilities, I will admit, I would use more than others. I'm looking at some abilities and I go, I don't know if I would use that. Not like it's a bad ability, but just my play style I wouldn't really like. Like I played with the s'mores, and I was feeling that I liked the grains better. It's just more towards my play style, which is cool in and of itself. You can have all these different expansions and all these different factions, and then when you're sitting down to play, you can say, well, which one is your favorite? Ooh, I really like the grains. Okay, I'm going to play with the grains. And whether you use those cards or not, you still get that feeling that I'm playing my team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And what's really cool with the expansions is it comes with the static cling stickers that you can stick on to change the faction you're fighting against. So they future-proof this for all future expansions. You just take this little static cling sticker off and swap on the one you want them to fight against.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, now he's thinking about broccoli.
Overall, we think this is a great game to play with younger kids that are starting out. Definitely not going to recommend it for somebody who doesn't have a younger crowd to play with. You definitely want to introduce this to somebody who either acts like a kid or just is actually a kid.
I would agree that this is definitely a great game to play with kids. I think kids could probably play them together too. You could have two 10-year-olds, enjoying the game. But it's a great way to teach kids strategy, and the luck mitigation with the dice is also something to think about, because when you look at that red die, you say, well, why would you buy that? Well, not only do you have a third die, but this die has a better chance of hitting. You're teaching them that probability, which is really cool. However, the only part that I would disagree with you on is this would be an alright game for like a couple to have, like a married couple who aren't gamers per se, but they're just looking for something real light to just kind of relax with while you're drinking a bottle of wine.
Yeah, and not get like super cutthroat
Mm-hmm.
type of game. It's just like,
Yeah. You're sick of playing checkers and dominoes? Hey, give this a try.
So if this looks like a game you'd be interested in, click on the link below and buy yourself a copy.
And while you're here, subscribe and you'll never be bored.
Fighters.